Hi, welcome again. This time I want to show you how can we use AOVs in Redshift and C4D so that it can be helpful to composite the scene. Hopefully this will be an interesting topic for you and you will enjoy it. Let's get into the scene. I have a very simple scene here. I have a simple logo and this background, and I have some other object to show that how can we get object buffer and how can we make a custom object buffer for these textures so that we can change color, like anything, like we can, how can we composite those things in After Effects or in other compositing software, but I will show how can we do in After Effects. So let's have a look on the scene. This is I think a pretty basic scene. I have my logo here and this is a plain simple background, and I have 3 cube. That's all for the object. And for lighting I have used dome light, and for top lighting I have used area light with intensity of 35, and from the right I have used another area light that's a bit intense, that's 75. And yeah, because I wanted the light is coming from this part, and that's why I don't have any light from here, because dome light is working. Okay, so first let's jump into how can we get basic AOVs for scene. So maybe I can start from the beginning, new render setting, new, and we want in Redshift. So let's jump into Redshift, and I prefer this. And for sampling maybe, yeah, it's fine. Automatic sampling, maybe I will go for 0.5 because I want it like faster. Maybe I will increase this. Global emission, I love first, maybe 124 for this and something. Okay, I just change it to now we are good. And let's jump to AOVs. What do we want as our AOV? So for the AOVs we need to go to AOV tab, and everything can be same unless we want multi-part EXR. I don't wanna do this right now, but I wanna check it multi-pass compatibility because it will connect with this, and when we change this it will connect from there. So right now just jump into the AOV manager. What do we need as our multipass? Suppose we need beauty. Just we need to drag and drop this part, and we need depth. Maybe we need, what else we need? Diffuse lighting, maybe refraction, maybe reflection, yes, why not, and maybe shadow. So these are the like basic we need. And now we need some object buffer for this, like maybe we want to change the color of the logo, or maybe color of this one, maybe color of these lines. So first go the basic one, like we wanna change like this part of the logo, or maybe this part of the logo, this part of the logo. So we want them all in separate way. So for that we have to go to puzzle mat, and if you click on the puzzle mat there is 2 options, like material ID and another is object ID. If we select material ID, then according to the material we will have the object buffer. We have 3 material, so there will be 3 object buffer. But we don't want that. We want that according to our object. So I want separate object buffer for this one for this one for this one, and maybe for other object also. And for that we need to select object ID, and object ID red, green, blue. So for one puzzle mat we can get 3 object buffer. Like if we put a number here 1 2 3, so we can get only 3. Then we need another puzzle mat. So another puzzle mat we will do the same object ID 4 5 6. If we have more, then we need more. And we have to do one more thing with this. We have to select the object and put Redshift object tag onto this. And if we select all, we can put the number individually, but I can do one thing, num plus 1. It will do automatically for that. Like you can do, but I don't want 0, so maybe another for like 7 for this one. Then I have to add another puzzle mat for this. Total ID 7. Okay, you can do individually, like 1. We can put the number 1 2 3 4 separately, but if we select all and put num plus 1, then it will do the thing automatically. So I prefer this way. So we have like 7 object and we have 3 puzzle mat, then we are fine. And I will show another way, and for that way you don't need any puzzle mat, and you don't need to put any object buffer and put the number here. That's called Cryptomatte, and that's what I always use, because that's pretty simple. So let's go to the Cryptomatte, and if you select Cryptomatte, it also have different options like ID type, object name, material name, RS object ID, user attribute. So material name is like according to the material name here it will create object buffer, but I want according to the object name for this time, so I will keep it like object name. And I want another thing, I don't want this to be a part of multipass object. I want this separate so that I can get it separately. So I have to save them in a separate way. For maybe for now I can save our files on 16-bit alpha channel. I will save it like 2, maybe 02, that's fine, that's okay. And for multipass image I need maybe OpenHDR 32-bit. If you want multi-layer file you can do it, but I don't want this for this for this time, so I will uncheck it. And for Redshift I can do that the same, but I want it in another folder, maybe another RS folder here. And maybe for this we can also add another folder like pass or multipass. It's up to you, I mean maybe you don't need it. And for Cryptomatte I will add something like this, and add, as it is like object name, I will add object. So according to the object name we will get the object buffer. I think for standard AOVs we are done, we are good. But I want to show you another thing. I want object buffer for this texture only. So if I go into this material, and it seems a little complex material, but actually it is not. It is a combination of 2 material. This is one and this is another material. actually the material is like this, and this part is for our custom AOVs. So suppose we don't have it, but we want to make custom AOVs from this are material, so I don't want to dig into this material, but yeah, I have this texture here. That is the texture, of this map for which we want AOVs. This is the map, and for this map we want AOVs, but now it is an texture. We can't get a texture, we can't get AOV from the texture. We need to convert it like something like color. So for that we need another node, color invert. So we need color invert, and we need another node, store color to AOVs. So first we have to convert the texture into color, and then this color data will be stored in this store color to AOVs. So first we have to connect this texture, the texture for which we want AOVs. We have to connect it with the input, and this input will be stored in the store color to AOVs, and we have to connect it to AOV input, not the beauty input, because we have the beauty material here. So we'll connect it to the AOV input, and all the beauty material will connect it to the beauty input, and finally we'll connect it to the surface. So that's basically it, but we have to know that this is our like custom AOVs. For that like if we select the stored AOVs, we will get something like that, and all you need to do is to click here and add new custom AOVs. When you click here add new custom AOVs, you can map or whatever, like I'm naming it map. You have to rename it. So this will be our custom AOVs, and now if we check our AOVs, we will get our map, and it will be added automatically to our AOVs. You have to do nothing for that, and it is also part of my multipass. If you want direct, you can also do that, but I don't want this separate. So this way we can make a custom AOVs for any texture we use in our material. And now if we render it, then we can check what we get, and I will show you in After Effects how we can import those passes and use it in After Effects. So for the rendering, so like again we have saved our beauty, our multipass, and for Redshift we have saved it here, base file, and I also saved separately my Cryptomatte, as we are getting the object data. So I have added like OBJ so that I can recognize it, and all the files are organized. So let's make a render from that. Maybe I want something 1920. Okay, then just render it, and I will come to you when the render is done. Okay, the render is done, and let's check. So this is our map. It has like separate pass. This is our puzzle map, shadows, reflection, diffraction, diffuse, beauty. Yeah, we don't have any depth, so that's all. Let's jump into After Effects. I want to start clear. Let's import our first let's save the compositing file so that we can import all together. If you go to save and compositing file, you can save it from here. We don't need timeline data, we need to include 3 data, and we can just rename it, maybe 02 is fine for now. Okay, so we have it already. Just if we import it and check, we have a composition named 2. So as we have like only 1 frame, so this all the data we have. Let's check from the beginning. This is our beauty pass. So I've rendered quick ones. There is noise, but that's not our main target. We want to see how we can use those AOVs in our scene. So this is our beauty, and this is our custom AOVs. So that's important one, because we want to use it. We can change it color. So suppose if we copy it and make a track matte of this, so now we have our lines here, and we can easily change the color here, like maybe not color situation. We can increase the saturation, we can increase the exposure, like whatever we need. Or maybe we can go to different color, maybe something like that. I mean, now we have control over this line. We don't need to render it again and again. So that's the good part. Now let's jump into the object buffer. So for the object buffer, we have puzzle mat, like for this. So how can we use those puzzle mat? Like we have this, and we are getting red, green, blue, as we saw here in our puzzle mat, like red, green, blue. So now if we select the file, we just need to add a extractor R from the 3 channel, and if we want this part, we will select red from everywhere. So we're getting the object buffer for this part. Then we just duplicate this one. Now we want green, so make all green, and make another blue. We'll get the object buffer blue. So this way we can make for this one also, like 3 channel extractor, red, red, red. For this, make a copy, blue, 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 maybe green, green, green. We're done. So that's the way. This way we can collect 3 channel center. Okay, this one maybe only red, red. Now it is our background. So we have all now. So then we can track matte and color correct, whatever we need we can do accordingly, right? And we can use this diffuse lighting or maybe reflection. So I like this application because it gives some extra data and we can work with that. this is one way we can use object buffer with Puzzlematte. I want to show you another way with the Cryptomatte that we saved differently, directly with a direct to another folder. So I want to import that, and that's the interesting part, because if you have OpenEXR already installed in your machine, or you can install it from here, it's free, then okay, I can cancel it again. And then whenever you import this one, you will be asked to, like, what do you want to do, like pre-compose layers, contact sheets. So I want this way. I want like this composition, pre-compose layers and contact sheets. And maybe like when you select this one, you need to select this create composition, and then you are asked to this, and I want this way. So there is a lot of benefit of this. So everything you will get in an organized way. So if I click OK, then this is our this is our folder. So this is like assembled, and this is the contact sheet. In the contact sheet you will get like now we have 2. So if you are like 16, you will get all the 16 here. So you can ignore this one. We wanna see like assembled one. So in the assembled one, this is like finished things. So if we go to the Cryptomatte, and here you will see we have this file. Or maybe you can do just one thing. You can just import this file and 3D channel, put a Cryptomatte. So this way you can do the same also. And now how can we get our object buffer? You just need to click here. I mean, just need to select, because these things already done according to the objects as we select object name. So how many objects we have, we will get those object buffer. So if you click this, you will get, and if you press shift, you can add more. You can add more, and if you want control, then you can minus. So this way you can easily get the object buffer you need, because sometimes we don't need all. Sometimes maybe we need only one, maybe only logo. So you're done. So this very smart way and easy way. I prefer to have a Cryptomatte instead of Puzzlematte, so that you have to do less work. And when you are done with doing this, just you have to do matte only, and you're done. And then you can extract it and track it with your beauty. You're good. Now you can change your color and whatever you need. So this are the some things you can dig into, and you can spend more time so that you understand the workflow properly. And when you have a comment over the workflow, you have a lot of options to enhance the beauty of your rendered output in compositing software, and you have more control over that. And whenever the client asks for some variation like color, you can easily do it in After Effects or any other compositing software. So hopefully this will help you, and please give a thumbs up or subscribe to my channel. It will be super helpful for me. See you next time. Have fun.